Vantus Moon games are compromised, what form they will descend in, and how they plan to intervene.
So, I guessed right. They appeared and ignited the Astral Express.
Stop. The game's over then. You set the rules. A secret for a secret.
You didn't take my trump card.
Yes, but I took mine. Unfortunately, I wasn't the one who met Aha. The answer you were looking for never existed. That's what they said when they gave me the gift.
Let's just call it, a long overdue compensation.
Lost in thought again? You beat the Herald of Death, but you're not happy. I'm not sure how to put it. Because I'm leaving soon. Once the Express reignites and takes off, there won't be any wish power in the vacuum. And Imagine will die out. This is the best outcome. But if I just set off like this, I know it'll haunt my dreams forever. Thinking back on it, my dream was built on someone else's sacrifice. If you feel scared, just look up. Up there are the same stars we gazed at together for countless nights. You'll see all those sights in my stead, and experience all those stories as wonderful and strange as Imagine. You've known all along, haven't you? So be brave and stop this talk about sacrifices. I give my life to conquer the land that trapped us here. You have to go alone, dummy. What did you say when you created me? I quote, "If I die, I want to die where the stars are within reach." When the Vantus Moon is full again, I will be there as I have promised. I will come back with so many stories to tell you. So, deal? If you can't find me to share your stories, then tell them to the moon, like a morning actor. The moon's shadow said this while giving me my gift. Let's just call it a long overdue compensation. It's time we set off once more, Akivili.
So, it was the self-portrait that saw Aha. You placed a bet with a fake chip?
You call it a challenge, but it's really just a waste of time for you.
This is a blow, I have to admit. Just a little one, but a blow. Though, if you don't have the answer, then I can execute destruction without a shred of guilt.
You're wrong again. This little test was your last chance to find your way back.
Interesting. You were giving me a chance.
Even after falling so far as to become a Lord Ravager, I still wished to give the former navigator a chance to turn back. But this journey has convinced me. You are not some wayward nameless. You are just another enemy trying to dishonor the Express. And to enemies, I only respond in one way.
Destroy me? Could you really?
I saw right through your tricks, Lord Ravager. You summoned the apocalypse, and transformed 1,000 times, and created scenes from the past to confuse me. But in the end, you just use reality as a canvas to imaginate the uncertain into truth. You used people's wish power to imaginate that impending future born of their fears. And using the same trick, you imaginated versions of yourself that could exist in different places. But when another possibility is observed by others, it crushes the imaginated lie, and your ability loses its effect instantly.
And what will you do about it? Stuck as you are in the world in canvas. Even if you summon the feeble Star Blazer and do your best to crash into the space, you will never escape.
Escape? Who said anything about escaping? Gravity does not only trap people on the ground, it also drags the stars toward each other. Have you, a former navigator, really forgotten the nameless distress signal? How they use massive collisions to simulate the gravity wave frequency used by the Express to warp jump? Not even imaginated spaces can block out a signal like that. My companions have known your secret for a while. In a minute or so, you might see your scheme start to fall apart. Or is it seconds, not minutes?
Huh. Oh, nicely done. But you have a really terrible habit. Does becoming a navigator mean always facing danger on your own? Well, since this game of ours is ending soon, can you guess how many people I have lined up to play the same game? Go on. You have one chance to guess the answer. The probability of you stopping me is 0.
What exactly are you planning to do?
Who says the great destroyer of Elation came to Plain Arcadia to kill Aha? You are not my target. They are not my target. Shall I officially announce my plan? In the name of Terminus, her journey ends here.
Ignite the Express's engine is definitely a tad too dramatic if Himiko just wants us to rescue survivors with the Express.
What was she implying?
If Asatramad was close by, then he would have discovered any clues Himiko left behind. So... her message seems pretty standard. But only we'll know what she really means because we're the Nameless?
Something about the engine of the Express? Has Himiko mentioned something of this sort in previous journeys? This may be the key.
Well, I kind of zone out whenever Himiko starts talking about warps and calibrating coordinates and all that. Power of remembrance, activate! Aha! I remember now. We were back in Penacony, talking about the Charmony Festival, and Himiko said the family sent a music box as an invitation, and then she said...
But the box that was sent to us was slightly unusual. The music it played had off-key notes in the background. I recorded these dissonant notes, and they were a perfect match with the gravity wave frequency when the Express made its warp jump. Also, the Express engine's spatial curvature was its encryption key.
A distress call method regularly used by the Nameless.
I remember now. Pearl said something similar not too long ago.
A conflict broke out between Miss Himiko and an entity suspected to be a self-Pramod. A gravitational wave effect caused by a giant mass was observed.
Himiko is hinting that we should use the gravity probe on the Express to receive her signal.
That's exactly it!
If that's the case, we need to get ready as soon as possible.
It'll take some time to clear the passage to the Express. Sunday, do you have a way to contact the conductor?
The distance does not pose a problem for tuning. However, my birds must first lock on to the conductor as their target. I will do my best. Please, excuse me for a moment. Let me open my senses.
I received a message that Silverwolf has arrived at Pearlux Tower. Together with Pearl, she'll repair the communication systems across Plane Arcadia. Then, with Graphia's assistance, they'll attempt to reenact the ritual from a millennium ago, folding all of Plane Arcadia back into the canvas. The most extreme measure of protection. How's the situation here? Very good. Go ahead and do your part. As for the rest, leave it to me. Go ahead and do your part.
Good news, everyone. The conductor... My bird has located them. I am able to share what the conductor is seeing. A moment, please, while I inform them of the situation.
Any progress?
Yes. The conductor says they have locked on to a weak gravitational wave and are decoding it.